Hey togglers, welcome. In this video, we'll show you the ins and outs of a toggle insight, how to read it, what to focus on, and how to use it for your investments. Here we have Adobe, an American multinational computer software company trading on the NASDAQ exchange. As you can see here, we have the price listed. On the right side is a familiar site. The system highlights key values for the assets like price to earnings, market cap, EPS forward growth, dividend yield, volume, and so on. To be extra helpful, the little note here tells you how each value compares to the past. For example, the forward PE ratio is about 48 times, which looks expensive relative to the stock's own history. Further to the right, we have our news collection, which brings in news from a variety of sources like Benzinga and Reuters. A neat addition coming soon will be News Insights. Toggle will scan recent news and highlight news articles that could potentially impact the stock's price. Pretty cool, right? Under the graph, you can see a preview of the insights and select one that fits your investment strategy. Now let's dive into an insight. The best place to start analyzing any insight is by reading the initial summary. What is driving the asset and what its likely impact? In this case, Adobe's 1 month realized volatility hit a recent low of 11.95, and in the past, this low volatility resulted in a rise in Adobe shares price. Looking at the summary, history suggests that typically the price rose just shy of 10% over the next 3 months. Assessing the past performance, it looks like Adobe Insights had a 80.28% hit rate. Basically, over 4 out of 5 past episodes resulted in a move up in a price. Toggle makes it easier for you to spot the key bits of the analysis by highlighting them. Here you can see Toggle analyzed 11 similar occasions in the past where Adobe's 1 month realized volatility reached a low and what happened after. The insight received 7 out of 8 stars, which means it met 7 of our 8 conditions. We'll explain this in a minute, but for now, more stars is better. The green line represents Toggle's median prediction. This means that at least half of the past episodes resulted in Adobe's price return reaching this level or higher. The shaded area represents the confidence interval that gives you a sense of how wide the range of those past outcomes was. The gray line is the current price. The red line is meant to serve as a reassessment level. If the price veers so far away from the confidence interval, odds are something else is driving the asset price, and you had better reevaluate your position in the stock. Scrolling down, the more details is where you can find the why it might move graph. The graph highlights the past episodes Toggle was analyzing in order to generate the projection we discussed. When and where is Adobe's 1 month realized volatility hit a low and what happened after that? Finally, we come to the stars, the quality checklist. We test each relationship highlighted by a toggle insight against the following 8 conditions. If one of them is not met, then the star is not given. For example, in this insight, 1 star is missing because this condition has not been triggered across different business cycles. It means the relationship between volatility and Adobe may not be robust across both recessions and expansions. Otherwise, all the other conditions are met. If you want to learn more about what each condition means, just hover over the question mark and you can learn more about each one. Continuing on, these 2 graphs show the backtesting returns. In the first graph on the left, it shows how $1 would have grown following all the insights previously generated by the system. The aim is for the insights to have a high cumulative return and small drawdown. On the right, this scatter plot shows the relationship between what Toggle predicted and what actually happened. As you can see, the target return is on the x-axis and the actual return on the y-axis. In a perfect world, there'd be a line going across the 45-degree angle if all our target returns were the actual returns. However, in this case, when Toggle predicted a return between 0 to 2.5%, actual returns were anywhere between 5 to 12.5% return. This graph helps compare the risk of losses versus the potential gain. In this case, the risk of losses were lower than the potential gain based on the few negative return instances and more positive return instances reported. And there you go. That's how you analyze a toggle insight. The aim of this information is to help guide you and give you confidence in your investment decisions. Rather than telling you what to buy or sell, we want to show you what the data is saying. If you want to learn more, you can always go to our help robot on the bottom right, who will guide you through the components off a toggle insight and connect you with a member of our team if you have any additional questions. By the way, if you liked an insight and want to check it out later, just bookmark it, and you can read it later under bookmarked on the Explore page. Happy toggling!